Planning a trip to Mexico? Here are 10 things you should avoid doing. Mexico, a land of vibrant cultures, sun-drenched beaches, and delicious cuisine. But as with any destination, there are certain things that could turn your dream vacation into a less than ideal experience. That's exactly why we're here today. We're going to share with you 10 crucial tips that could make a world of difference to your Mexican adventure. Each of these tips is rooted in the experiences of seasoned travelers and will provide you with a unique insight into what not to do when you're in Mexico. Whether it's about respecting local customs, staying safe, or enjoying the local cuisine, these tips are designed to ensure you have the best possible experience. So, if you're ready to make the most of your Mexican journey, stick around. Let's dive into the details. Firstly, don't drink the tap water. While it's true that Mexico's tap water is treated and technically safe to drink, it's also true that the treatment process may not eliminate all bacteria, viruses, or parasites. These can be different from those in your home country, and your body may not be accustomed to them, causing an upset stomach or worse. It's like the saying goes, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, but let's not risk it on vacation, shall we? So what's the alternative? Bottled water is widely available and affordable in Mexico. You can also opt for purified water, which is often provided in large garrafones or jugs in most accommodations. Many restaurants and cafes also use purified water for cooking and preparing drinks, so you're usually safe there. Remember, stay hydrated, but do it safely. Avoiding tap water is a simple step to ensure your Mexican getaway is memorable for all the right reasons. Secondly, show respect for local customs. Mexico is a country rich in history and tradition. Each region, each community, has its own unique customs that are deeply rooted in their cultural identity. It's not just about avoiding faux pas, it's about showing respect and appreciation for the people and their way of life. For instance, if you're visiting religious sites, make sure you're appropriately dressed. Many places of worship require modest attire, so save your beachwear for the beach. Another key aspect of Mexican culture is their tipping etiquette. Unlike many countries where tipping is optional, in Mexico it's customary. Whether you're dining at a restaurant, getting a taxi, or staying at a hotel, a tip is expected as a sign of appreciation for the service. So remember, when you're exploring this vibrant country, be attentive, be respectful, and embrace their customs. When in Mexico, do as the Mexicans do. Thirdly, avoid flaunting wealth. It's essential to remember that while traveling, you are a visitor in someone else's home. Just like you wouldn't show off your finest jewels at a friend's dinner party, you shouldn't parade your wealth when exploring another country. This rule is particularly crucial in Mexico, a country of vast income disparities. Flaunting wealth can attract unwanted attention and potentially put you at risk. Wearing flashy jewelry, designer clothes, or using high-end gadgets in public can make you an easy target for pickpockets or scammers. It's not about instilling fear, but rather about promoting a sense of respect and understanding towards the socio-economic realities of the places you visit. Instead, focus on blending in, observing, learning, and appreciating the culture, traditions, and people around you. Remember, travel is not about showing off what you have, but about gaining what you don't. In the grand scheme of things, experiences will always outweigh material possessions. Be modest, be safe. Fourthly, don't expect everyone to speak English. While it's true that many Mexicans in popular tourist areas have a good command of English, this is not the case everywhere. As you move away from these areas, you might find that fewer people are able to converse in English. Therefore, it's both respectful and practical to pick up a few basic phrases in Spanish. You don't need to become fluent overnight, but knowing how to say hello, please, thank you, and where is the bathroom can make your interactions smoother and more enjoyable. Remember, you're a guest in their country, and making an effort to communicate in the local language shows respect for their culture and customs. Plus, it can open doors to more authentic experiences and deeper connections with the locals. So dust off that Spanish-English dictionary or download a language learning app. A little Spanish can go a long way. Fifthly, avoid late-night travel. When the sun dips below the horizon, the world changes. As the darkness takes over, unfamiliar areas can become all the more challenging to navigate. The shadows can play tricks on your eyes, and the quiet can make your heartbeat sound like drum rolls. No matter where you are in the world, it's always a good rule of thumb to limit late-night travel, especially in unfamiliar territories. Navigating the streets of a foreign city after dark can be disorienting and potentially unsafe. It's not about inciting fear, but about promoting caution. In Mexico, like anywhere else, it's wise to use your judgment. If you're not familiar with the area, it's best to stick to well-lit, populated areas and avoid traveling alone at night. Remember, your safety is paramount. So, when you're planning your travel itinerary, try to schedule your activities during daylight hours. Stay safe, stick to daylight hours. Sixth, don't ignore street food. Now, if you're a foodie, this is music to your ears. Street food in Mexico is a vibrant and integral part of the cultural experience. It's an explosion of flavors, colors, and textures. Right from the sizzling tacos, the mouth-watering tamales, to the heavenly churros. It's a culinary journey that'll take your taste buds on a roller coaster ride. But here's the flip side. Not all street vendors are created equal. It's crucial to choose wisely to avoid the dreaded traveler's tummy. Look for vendors that are busy, especially with locals. It's usually a good sign that the food is fresh and delicious. Also, make sure the food is cooked right in front of you and served hot. It's all about enjoying the experience while being smart about your choices. So, dig in, enjoy the gastronomic delights. But remember, street food is a must-try, but choose wisely. Seventh, avoid illegal substances. Mexico, like many countries, has strict laws and penalties surrounding drug possession. It's important to remember that while attitudes towards certain substances may be more relaxed in some parts of the world, this is not universally the case. In Mexico, being caught with illegal substances, regardless of the quantity, can lead to severe consequences. These may range from hefty fines to lengthy prison sentences. And let's not forget, prisons in foreign countries can be far from a comfortable experience. The legal system in Mexico is different from what you may be used to, and navigating it can be a daunting challenge. It's a risk that's simply not worth taking. Whether you're traveling for business or pleasure, it's essential to respect the laws of the land. So, let's make smart choices. Enjoy the rich culture and beautiful landscapes that Mexico has to offer, and most importantly, stay on the right side of the law. Eighth, don't forget your sunscreen. Now, this might seem like a no-brainer, but you'd be surprised at how easily it can slip one's mind in the excitement of a new adventure. But let me tell you, the Mexican sun is not one to be underestimated. Mexico's tropical climate can often lead to intense heat, especially during midday. You might be exploring ancient ruins, lounging on the beach, or wandering through vibrant market streets, but the sun will be there, beating down relentlessly. Sun protection is not just about avoiding a painful sunburn, though that's certainly a good enough reason on its own. It's also about protecting your skin from the harmful effects of UV radiation, which can lead to premature aging and even skin cancer. So whether you prefer a lotion, a spray, or a stick, make sure to pack your sunscreen. Apply it generously and frequently, especially after swimming or sweating. Protect your skin, enjoy the sun. Ninth, avoid isolated areas. Adventurous spirits may be tempted to venture off the beaten path, seeking solace in Mexico's less populated regions. However, it's important to remember that these isolated areas come with their own unique set of risks. From unfamiliar terrain to potential wildlife encounters, the challenges can be unpredictable and sometimes dangerous. Additionally, in isolated areas, immediate help may not be readily available should any mishaps occur. This can turn a minor inconvenience into a major issue. Also, these areas may not have the same level of security as more populated regions, making them potential hotspots for crime. Instead, consider sticking to well-trodden paths and populated areas. They offer their own charm, with bustling local markets, vibrant festivals, and the warmth of local interactions. These areas are also more likely to have established security measures and readily available help, should you need it. Remember, exploring a new country is about balancing the thrill of discovery with personal safety. Stay in populated areas, stay safe. Finally, don't neglect travel insurance. While it might seem like an unnecessary cost, it's actually a small price to pay for the potential lifesaver it can be. When you're exploring a foreign country like Mexico, uncertainties abound. You might find yourself in need of medical assistance due to unforeseen circumstances, or perhaps you may encounter travel disruptions that could leave you stranded. Travel insurance provides a safety net for such scenarios. It covers medical expenses for illnesses or injuries you might sustain during your trip. It also provides coverage for trip cancellations, lost luggage, and other travel-related mishaps. Having this safety net can give you peace of mind, allowing you to fully immerse yourself in the vibrant Mexican culture without worrying about potential setbacks. Remember, travel insurance isn't just about protecting your health and belongings. It's also about ensuring you can handle the unexpected so you can focus on creating memorable experiences. Secure your trip, secure your peace of mind. To wrap things up, these are the 10 things to avoid when you're in Mexico. First, steer clear of drinking tap water. It's best to stick to bottled water to avoid any stomach issues. Second, always respect local customs. It's not just polite, it's a way to immerse yourself in the culture. Third, avoid flaunting wealth. It's always better to blend in than stand out for the wrong reasons. Next, don't assume everyone speaks English. A few Spanish phrases can go a long way. Also, avoid traveling late at night. Safety first, always. Don't ignore street food either. It's where some of the best local flavors are. Steer clear of illegal substances. It's just not worth the risk. Sunscreen is a must, so don't forget it. Also, avoid isolated areas, especially if you're unfamiliar with the surroundings. Lastly, never neglect travel insurance. It's your safety net should anything go wrong. Remember these tips to ensure a safe and enjoyable trip to Mexico. Safe travels.